guys, welcome to episode 2 of Creating the Organic You, where we're here to talk all things organic with you, and all about our ingredients, our products, how they benefit you, how to use them.
And it's a special day today.
It is! It's International Women's Day!
I just remembered that.
Yeah, me too. Yes, I did.
Thanks for reminding us.
Yeah.
So, what are we going to talk about today?
Today we're talking primers. All things primers.
Yes.
So we have 4 primers. We have plain, just standard clear primer, and we have 3 color correctives. That is 3, yes. I was like, am I holding up 3?
It feels quite, we have to hold up 3 things.
Yeah. Well, Friday.
3 color correctives, 1 neutral color.
Exactly.
So
I know that we've been telling you about this for the last week, and quite a few of you have sent in questions already, which is awesome. So we're going to go through those questions, and we're also going to tell you about some stuff we want to tell you about it. And then if you jump on, like during this, say hi, ask us a question as well. We will get to those as well.
because primers can be quite scary.
Yeah.
Because people don't know how to use them. They're coloured. You think, am I putting a colour on my face? What is it going to do? It's quite a scary thing.
Yeah.
So we're going to start with the plain primer.
Yes.
It's nothing plain about it, but it's plain as in neutral colour. So
Yes.
we'll start with the neutral primer.
Yep.
And then work our way up
Yep.
to beyond.
Yeah.
So there's many different ways you can use a primer, I suppose, in your daily routine. And we were just talking before that it has added ways that you can use it that's not actually for a primer.
Yeah.
Because it's very moisturising.
It's so moisturising.
You can use it for many things. So this one primer product is actually multi-faceted.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
So I actually use it, and I'll tell you this first before we actually get into what it's correctly supposed to be used for. I use it for a moisturiser at night because it's very light. When we get into talking about the ingredients, you'll understand why it's a benefit to use it twice a day. So you can use it at night, and then you can use it the next day before you put on your makeup.
I do that too. It's
So-
the softest, most amazing.
It's light. It's
Oh,
very
so
light
beautiful.
feeling. Smells delicious.
And it leaves you so silky.
Yes.
That is because of the ingredients. We'll tell you about that.
So I suppose we would explain that all the colour correctives and this primer have the same base ingredients. So when we talk about ingredients, it relates to every single colour that we're going to talk about. So keep that in mind. Like when we say this is super hydrating, it's the same for every other colour. So should we talk about the ingredients first?
Yeah. Should we do that? Tell you about what's actually in them, and then we'll tell you of which one you'll want, or
Or how you can use the other
Yeah.
colour ones if you've got certain marks or discolorations and not defects. I was going to say defects. Defects in your skin that you would like to correct. It's not a car. It doesn't have a defect.
That's funny. All right.
So,
Go for it.
well, I'll talk about the aloe vera juice that we use in this particular range of products. It's quite interesting. I didn't know this until we were learning a lot about this, but there's 75 different types of aloe vera
There is.
species or plants that are around.
Yeah.
And we use a blend of all of those combined. So we actually don't physically, personally take them, but we have a combination of all of those aloe vera plants.
Because that means you're getting the benefits from
You're getting
every single one.
the vitamins and the minerals, all from each of those plants, and then we actually have that in the juice. So the juice has got, there was another content, was it the salicylic acid?
Yes.
So, did I say that correctly?
Yes, you did.
Salicylic acid.
Salicylic acid.
Which is a high content in the aloe vera juice, and that actually protects and gets rid of the dead skin cells. Is that correct in saying it gets rid of them? It regenerates, helps regenerate the cells.
Helps to remove the dead skin cells, and so that you can keep generating more. So in that, like while you're wearing this, and everybody knows that aloe vera is so good for your skin, like after sunburn and things like that. So even if you're not sunburnt, while you're wearing these, it's actually helping to regenerate your skin every day. You're regenerating.
And it's super soothing, so when you put it on, it feels kind of like really velvety.
Yeah, it is very
Like
velvety.
Smooth and velvety when you put it on, but I think that's to do with the aloe vera juice. And there's the other key ingredient, the
rose water. Yes, yeah.
It's your favourite one.
It is, and this smells beautiful. So at the same time that this is actually treating and healing your skin and helping it to regenerate every day, it smells so amazing because it's got rose water in it. Now, how that is actually created.
It's really cool. The way
Yeah.
that they make it, you should
Yeah.
explain the process.
It's steam distilled.
Oh, you remember?
I did remember. So it's steam distilled. So actually they take the rose petals and they put it in this steamer. And the water that drips off of the rose petals then collects at the bottom, and that is the water that goes into this as well.
Yes.
So that has heaps of benefits to your skin. So it helps to like even your complexion, even out the skin tone.
Vitamin C. It's a high in vitamin
high
C.
in vitamin C. Yep.
You never get enough vitamin C. Definitely.
So it's got that in it, and it also has the oils. So rose geranium and rose flower oil.
And there was almond oil.
Yes.
We're using it too. So there's a few different combination of oils.
Yeah, so that actually, all of those things combined helps it to heal, regenerate, even out the skin tone, and it smells beautiful.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Yeah.
It's really delicious.
It really is.
So maybe we should talk about what each colour does. Should we answer the
Well,
question?
we have questions, so...
Well, the major question we got is what is the individual colour corrective do for my skin?
Well, this is the scary part because we talked about this before and we felt like people were really scared of certain colours, like the mint. People can be scared to put green on their face, but we don't call it green, we call it mint. So it's not green.
Yeah.
But that is quite scary, but I think that's the most well-known one to use. So
yeah, it is, and I think
people
that's
know
the
that
easiest to understand.
Yes.
So the mint is actually used to reduce redness on the skin, so it counteracts it. Like a colour chart, you look at that, the red and the green, it gets counteracted. So if you've got rosacea or just any little red blemishes or marks,
or if you get flustered quite easily, like if people get like really red cheeks, not necessarily in the morning, but if throughout the day if they get flustered and they find they get really red, they could use this underneath.
Yep.
In preparation for that moment in the day where they go, what? And they're really
So
red.
if you've got acne as well, you would use this one to help cool and calm that redness coming through. And because of the ingredients, it's actually going to help to heal the skin. I think, was it the rose water? Actually,
as a toner.
No, that's in it is actually good for acne and breakouts and stuff as well. So the mint is the one that you want to go for that.
But I think a lot of people need to also use this. If you're quite red in the face, you can blend it down your neck. So don't just leave it to your face. You can actually blend it down because you don't want to end up with a nice neutral.
And you're not going to go green. So
no, you won't go green. It's actually quite...
Like it looks green here, but once you've rubbed it in...
And a little bit goes a long way, so you don't need
like
too
you're
much.
not green once it's rubbed in, but it is helping to counteract. Like I've got red on this hand.
Yeah, it just balances.
It's much more clear in complexion as opposed to this red on this hand.
It makes it more flawless. So you've got flawless skin. So
that's mint.
That's the mint.
Then we have apricot.
That's my favourite.
Yeah, Abby uses this a lot of it.
Because you can use it, if there's two different ways you can use it. You can use it under your makeup, in which case you could put it heavier, or you could just use that instead of your makeup and use it lighter.
Yes.
I like to use it heavy, so I put quite a lot on.
Some days if I don't wear makeup, I just chuck this on.
Yes.
Because this, you tell them what it does. It helps to counteract dark circles.
Yes.
So it really brightens the skin. So, and it doesn't look like you're wearing a foundation or anything like that. Do you want to have a look at like the color of that? I mean, my hands don't have dark circles on them.
It brightens it.
It really brightens up the skin. Yeah, it does. And so if you're putting that on, so you can wear that with nothing else.
Yes.
But when you've got like dark eyes,
yes,
you put that on. It just helps to brighten your face.
I put it
up.
around like literally the whole eye area.
Like a panda.
Yes. Literally, I have big white, looks like white goggles, apricot
She must
goggles.
have really dark eyes.
And then I put the
underneath
foundation
there.
over the top. But you can actually do it with the brush. That is the desired way to blend it.
I don't.
The desired
I'm
way.
all hands.
So anywhere on your face you can use it. Anywhere on your body, if you've got that dark circles, that's the one.
Yeah.
That is the product for you.
So mauve, I actually think mauve is the one that people are most confused about.
Yes.
Because,
Should we do the colour swatch?
yeah, we actually say this is for sallow skin. And a lot of people don't know what that
It
is.
might look quite light on my skin, and it actually does. Like,
Yeah, because
I probably wouldn't use this colour, but you can still rub it in.
No, because it's not for the...
No.
Not for what your skin tone.
But it does smell nice.
Yeah.
It smells delicious. So this is cello.
This
and
is
cello
cello
is a
skin.
word that we thought, how are we going to describe to people?
Exactly.
What does cello mean? Because it's such a weird word.
So we brought pictures to show you.
We prepared these so you can understand.
So this is sallow skin. See how she's beginning to lose her complexion? Like there's not colour in the complexion.
Like sort of dull.
Yeah, I don't want to use the words. I was going to say, when you're...
Lacking luster.
Yeah.
Feeling... when you're feeling dull.
Dull.
When your skin
I guess
doesn't
the
look
word
like
dull.
it's sapping though. When you wake up and it just looks a bit dusty.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's a hard word to describe
Yeah.
the look. That's why we prepared the pictures and we're still trying to explain.
Yeah. So I guess
unsuccessfully.
if you have skin like that, you probably are aware that it just sort of, maybe like you're fading and there's no like colour and pop to your skin.
Yeah.
So that is what this mauve is for. It actually brightens up and brings to life your complexion again. So amazing. It's actually got one of the best jobs out of all of them, really. Like that's a pretty
But
cool
you
job
can
to
use
have.
you can use all of them combined. And I think we had questions actively.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
just had someone, Abby Rowe, just ask, can I use
Hey,
all...
Abby!
Abby just
Two
asked...
Abbies at once. This is exciting.
She asked if she could use all three together, and if she did, would it become too oily under her foundation?
I've been known to use lots of them all at once.
Well, I wouldn't
Well,
say
not
it would
lots.
be too oily because you wouldn't really necessarily layer them.
No, you're not layering.
If you were to use them all at once, you'd do different things. Like you might have redness on your cheeks and nose, so you might put mint here.
Yep.
Then you might put apricot here.
Yep.
And you might want to use like mauve around to like brighten up your contouring of your face.
But if you were going to do that all over your face in different sections, you wouldn't use the primer underneath. So you'd skip that from your routine and just use the other three.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't do that, otherwise that might become too heavy. If you're then putting a foundation over the top and then putting a powder, it might get to the heavy stage.
Yeah. But I think that you could probably layer two if you used a really thin layer. Like if you wanted to
And
reduce some
You can
redness.
see when it's too thick on your face as well.
Yeah.
Like that's too much. You can just pat it and little bits will
You
come
just
off
use
your
like
fingers.
a tiny dot and you put a thin layer of that. There is no reason you couldn't put a thin layer of that over the top as well if you wanted to brighten as well as reduce redness. Yeah.
You only need the tiniest amount. It actually spreads so far. I did one pump on this and it was a lot. For both eyes, almost too much, but I kept it there. I covered up the foundation because I wanted to get rid of the dark circles.
What other questions?
Well, that tied in perfectly because we had a lot of people ask, where do you apply each primer to the face? Like, are they specific to certain areas?
No, it just depends on what's going on your face.
Yeah.
Everyone's face is different.
Some people have like those little broken capillaries, like sometimes I get them
Yeah,
around here,
I
like
have
little red
a couple
ones.
of them,
so
yeah.
you can just dot it on like a concealer. You don't have to cover your whole face. So you could just pick the spots that look red and go, well, I've got a red spot here, pimple or something like that, and just poke it on that spot. I was going to
But
say.
I'd say mostly the one that really has, I guess, yes, there are specific places you put it on your red spots for the mint.
Yes.
You'd put the mauve all over your face, especially if you're losing your complexion.
Yep.
And this one around your eyes.
Yeah, exactly.
Under your eyes. Yeah.
That is for the bags. The dark eyes and the bags. Apricot is the
But
one.
it was, we had some more questions. I
Yeah,
think.
first though, Jessica Melville said hey.
Hey, Jess!
Hi.
T. Gillingham and Catherine also said
Hi,
hello.
Catherine and T.
Hi.
Mate, who's T?
We also had a lot of people ask, can they use them alone or do they have to go with the foundations?
No, definitely.
Oh, no,
alone.
yeah, you can use it alone.
As long as you're not putting too much on, like obviously if you put the mint on and you put it so heavy like a foundation, you're going to have a slightly mint coloured face. So you need to make sure you're using it lightly. It's not a foundation, so you don't lather it until it's completely covered. You need to rub it in. It's more like a moisturising lotion.
Yeah, so I put that mint on there before and on this hand.
Yeah.
And I'm not green. One day I was in the office actually and I had never used the mint before and I didn't have any makeup on and I put it all over my face.
Yeah.
And when I first put it on I was like, I look really weird.
She's like the colours of
this
the wall.
green. Yeah, because I did put a little bit on. But it did fade into my skin. And later on I was walking by and Kelsey said to me, God, you look so beautiful and glowing. And I was like, oh really?
It softens in.
Yeah, it must have faded in and it was giving me like
Zach
that
knows
shine.
himself, Zach behind the camera, uses this apricot Don't
Round
use
his
that.
eyes.
I do.
Round his eyes, and you don't use foundation over the top.
No.
And that's why he looks so sprightly and good each day, is
Yeah.
because he uses the apricot.
And you can't tell. I don't think Zach wanted you to tell everyone that.
Spoiler alert, Zach uses the Colour Corrective apricot.
On his eyes, because it's perfect.
Yes.
Yeah, you can't tell at all.
No, it blends with your skin tone, so...
And it's
it doesn't matter...
moisturising him, keeping him
And it
young.
doesn't matter what skin tone you are, each one of these is going to work. You just adjust the level of application to suit.
What other questions do we have?
We had a few people ask if it can be used as just a regular moisturizer as well.
Yes. Yes.
This one, yes.
You were just saying before, like, we both use
all
it
the time.
morning and night. I actually use it, have on my bag, and I use it on my hands.
Yeah,
And that may be a
Kelsey
little,
does too.
that may be a little over excessive, and maybe it's because we work here, we use it for everything. But even if my son has dry fingers, I pump a little bit, wipe it on his fingers, I'm like, that primer will fix everything.
I got a burn on my hand the other day, and I was like, what can I put on this? And I went and put primer on it because it's got healing properties as well. It helps to regenerate the skin. Like, I use it for so many things.
If you're sunburnt, anything like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
And yesterday, I was just saying that we were out in our dispatch area, and me and Abby were out there, and we were working and doing all this stuff, and my hands got so dry from all the
fingers.
Yeah, and I said, we need some primer because I need to moisturize my hands because it's the most beautiful
Use
moisturizer.
it for everything. Be careful your partner doesn't steal it, because once they know how light it feels as well.
It's amazing.
It's good because you can go to sleep with that on and it doesn't feel thick.
No, it's just beautiful.
It's light, you can feel it moisturizing, and you're not like sticking to your pillow. You know that feeling of when you're like, oh my god, I've got so much on my face, I'm sticking to the pillow.
And men use this as well. I actually had, when I was in New Zealand a few weeks back at a conference,
they love it.
One of the men put this on, and he came up to me and was like, oh my gosh, this doesn't have color, right? Like, I can use this all the time. I'm so soft. I'm like, yes, of course you can. He was like in love. It was like the best thing he's ever put on his face.
Because they're quite scared to try it, but when you feel how light it is,
it's not really a makeup product.
No, and it's not going to make you look greasy and shiny.
No, it's beautiful.
Yes, use it everywhere.
We just had Shreya say hi.
Hey, Shreya!
Hi! You should use that moisturizer everywhere, Shreya. even on your feet, maybe.
I would so put it on my feet.
You
Oh my gosh.
You can actually put it on your little toes, on your tootsies. It's nice. Did anyone else ask questions, Zach?
You sort of touched on it, but someone asked if they can use their hands to apply it, or is it better to use the brush for like a better final?
We've both been known to use our hands if
I
you're
use my hands
in a rush. Sometimes I use a brush. This particular one, which if you want to know, comes in this little Zuii vegan. Oh, we didn't talk about it being vegan.
They're all vegan.
Oh my goodness, how do we not talk about that?
I don't know. That's really exciting.
The vegan
all
brush
four of them are
made me
vegan.
think of that. Yes, fingers or brush. Back to the question.
Depends on the effect that you're going for.
Yes.
You just moisturise your face. Chuck this on with your fingers. Dot this on with your fingers if you want to just put it on a spot. Abby uses a brush for this, and if you want a thicker,
because I'm a latherer
application,
I lather
dark eyes
around. So she's saying I've got dark eyes. She's seen me when I don't have it on. So
she's panda.
True.
I was going to make a panda noise, but I'm like, what noise does a panda make? And I don't even think they make one.
No, I think they make one.
Does anybody know what noise a panda makes?
It's
Just let me know that.